what happens during a sprint, this is an example that they have, actually I've seen these robots. This is a relay robot that was one of the design sprints that Google Ventures did. They wanted to figure out the personality of this robot. You may have seen them around because they're becoming quite popular, and they wanted to figure out how this robot would go up to your room in a hotel, and it would basically bring toothbrushes and stuff to you, or toilet paper, or whatever you need, right? So they wanted to make sure it didn't freak people out if they saw it like in the lift or the elevator, right? They want to make sure that you're like, okay, you're not panicking. Although I did see some people interacting with one of these in the building. Some people thought, oh, this is really cool, and other people were like really offstanding, like, wow, this is, so they figured out the personality, how's this thing gonna interact with people, and that was their design sprint. And I think it went pretty well, as they have these robots all over the place all of a sudden now, so I think they did a pretty good job of figuring out the personality. I've run a couple of sprints. One was more for kind of a mobile, kind of a communication collaboration platform, so we wanted to figure out what the different parts are going to be. That was a very long sprint, so it wasn't just a 5-day format. We did another one, which was basically a process redesign, where they wanted to figure out what was the process. I think one of the dangers or one of the jeopardies is that if you don't have a good defined question in your sprint, like that process redesign, we did well, just kind of a high level end to end, how do we want things to work in this particular internal business process we're going to do, but we also started to go down the rabbit hole, as we say in America, I don't know if that's a saying here, but we go down the rabbit hole of basically we started going deeper and deeper and deeper into one process area, and we had to stop. Because if we would have kept going, that would have really taken all of our time. There's no way we would have finished a sprint based on that. So we have to really have to be very careful to define a question in the sprint. Is it something that you can manage during the 4 or 5 day period of that sprint? Is it something that's meaningful to you and you're really going to get a good outcome from that? We have a sprint probably coming up. There's going to be another one that's going to be basically kind of a look in a 3 to 5 year picture of what we want a new capability to be in an organization. And that one again, right, we need to get the right questions. We've been working in several things to figure out what is the right question for the sprint, what is the right thing that we need to look at, because that's where you have a successful sprint, where you spend all your time just going into so much detail that it's not valuable. So you really got to pick the right question for your design sprint. And again, you can use it for a lot of different things. Okay, so